What's up? I was talking to my homegirl. We was talking about, we weren't talking about dating, but we was. And I was telling her that, like, I'm so content. I look crazy right now, and I don't care. This is my Sunday. I'm running errands. I just did an Instacart. The money is just too good to ignore. On Sundays, the tips and all of that be all right. So anyway, I was talking to her, and I was telling her, like, it's to a point now that I don't even, like, look for people to talk to, right? Like, I'm not even putting myself out there, right? And I don't know if I'm not, just because, like, yo, most of the people I meet, or, like, guys I meet, it's always in the trails of me going somewhere. Like, if I'm in a store, mainly in the store, or out and about, you know what I mean? You know damn well I don't do no damn dating sites, right? I don't do all that dating site stuff. That's weird, bro. I mean, when I was younger and I didn't know no better, I was into shit like that. But I don't do it now. And I was telling her, like, yo, I'm just focused, bro. I'm just focused on being the best version of me, making sure my son is raised to where as though he doesn't hate women or have mommy issues. You know what I'm saying? Because what I noticed is a lot of guys have just that. And not only that, yo, I didn't stop a few vices, all vices that I have. You know what I mean? Meaning, like, I used to socially drink. I used to smoke, not cigarettes, but, you know, that little devil's lettuce, I used to smoke that. And now I'm on some new shit. Like, I don't do any of that stuff. So, like, my mind is all the way clear, right? And so, like, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't want no nigga to do that either. I don't want no guy around me. I know better now. I don't date guys that smoke cigarettes, smoke weed, none of that. Now look, that make my pickings real slim, because you name a guy that you don't know that don't drink beers. and so, like, it's not that I don't date guys that don't drink. But it gotta be a social thing. I used to date a guy who really thought he wasn't an alcoholic because he drank only beer. But it was like, yeah, you drink only beer, but you're drinking beer before you brush your teeth in the morning. Like, I'm in construction, you know, that's what we do. No, it's not. That's what alcoholics do, bro. I don't care how you want to wrap that up and put a bow on it. You're an alcoholic, bro. Like, to the point that you have a whole different personality when you drink. Well, anyway, I'm just saying all of that to say, I'm not with that shit. I'm not with that shit. So I want somebody who is disciplined in whatever it is, because I'm disciplined. And if you're not disciplined, it's going to steer me off. You know what I mean? And I know, just from human science, that it's not a lot of people that's disciplined. So it's like, why even entertain it? And then the guys that I do meet are so used to dealing with females that are stupid. And I don't mean like book smart stupid. I mean like common sense stupid. That they kind of assume I'm going to be the same way. I'm real regular. To the point that I probably come off to people like nonchalant and boring. I'm not boring. I got interest and hobbies and shit. You feel me? So it's like, we can get in a good talk if you like camping. Shit, if you like outdoor shit, you like adventuring and all of that stuff, we can talk real good. But if you're not into that and you're used to toxic shit, yeah, you probably do find me boring. But what it boiled down to is, I just want to be around people, like I said, that are disciplined. So, I'm not even looking for, I mean, because at the end of the day, what it boiled down to is, you really just gotta find people who are good people. I mean, that's what I'm starting to notice. It's not even about, look, I ain't gonna hold y'all, and I'm not sounding conceited or nothing like that. I don't have a problem getting attention from guys, okay? I do not have a problem backing up, y'all, so I do not have a problem getting attention from men at all, okay? Especially where I live at. In Baltimore, this is the land of the bums, where a nigga really don't feel any type of way about living with a female. Like, I know, as I'm older now, so I know better, right? I know better when it comes to that. I know all the way better. You know, but guys don't feel, I'm from Baltimore, so guys don't feel embarrassed driving their girl car or living with their girl. You know, not together, together, but not splitting the bill. I mean, they just living with them. Like mommy, like a mother. I don't want to take care. I was with a guy, and I think he low-key helped me prepare myself to raise my son, because I definitely did that before. And the only reason why I did it is because I used to say, at least he ain't cheating on me. At least I ain't got to worry about no other female. But the whole time, I'm up here, like, you know, when I get in the jam and shit, I had to figure out how to do it. When I got a whole grown man next to me, I'm up here stressing about how I'm going to make do with stuff. And it's a grown man sitting next to me. I will never put myself in that situation again. I don't care if he's faithful or not. And who's to say he really was faithful? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't find nothing, but who's to say? So anyway, it's just to the point that, you know, you just got to get to a point where, you know, you just got to find. It's not even fine. I'm rambling a little bit. I ain't do one of these car videos in a video in a car in a while. I gotta go bathroom. But you just gotta get to a point. I'm so I did so much development on myself and so much work on me that I'm at a point that it's like, you really just gotta be a good person. My boundaries and my standards won't even allow me to entertain something. Like, I just was talking to a guy and I immediately blocked him. He had 4 business days to figure that shit out. And if you don't do what I expect you to do in 4 business days, you're done. I met him in the store, Walmart or somewhere. I forgot where the hell I met him at. It was in the store. And we were texting. And that's the first thing. As a grown woman, yo, texting is cute. But I'm gonna need to talk to you. I need a conversation, like, over the phone. And I know now how men operate. So what you're not gonna do is text me to death. And then, when you text me, it's real periodic. Like, you text me, I notice, between certain hours and certain hours. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm a grown woman. I'm available whenever, and I work. I'm a content creator. I'm a full-time mommy, and I got a full-time job, and I do other little hustles and shit, right? But I'm still available. It's my phone, but... So, that whole, you text me, I'll text and stop at 6 in the afternoon, and then you text me first thing 6 in the morning. Good morning, beautiful. You only got so many times you're going to do that. Because one thing about me is I don't like wasting my time. I do not like wasting my time. I don't like things to be redundant. Either we is or we not. And we're going to keep it going like that. That's just how we're going to do it. But, yeah, that's child's play. And look, the guy that I'm talking about, he was older than me. He like 40. Look what kind of iced coffee I got. I don't know if y'all can see this because on here it look backwards to me, but this is what I get every time. But yeah, so yeah, I'm so past the whole, oh, he giving me attention, so what? Niggas give prostitutes attention too. What's your point? What is the point? What are you making right now? What point are you making? And you know, a lot of females don't operate like that, but to the point that I don't even talk about men. I don't even talk about dating. Like, what the hell are we talking about? Y'all niggas make up so many narratives about finding dating and getting married and shit. Like, and it ain't no negative narrative. At the end of the day, if a man like you, he like you. That's it. You can do that whole think like a woman, think like a man, act like a lady, whatever the hell Steve Harvey said. You see how his shit going and his daughter stuff going, right? So, no, let's just get it down to the basics. If somebody like you, they like you. And I go with friendships, too. Because it's a time right now, and this is really what I wanted to say, where it's hard to find genuine people. And that's really what I'm trying to get to. It's hard to find genuine people with no motive. No motives, no anything. I mean, for real, it's hard. Like, I mean, I know people who will talk to somebody just because, yo, they know how to cook food. And they know they can always call them and get a plate. Or, like, I know people who deal with certain people just because they allow them to be toxic and create that lifestyle. Like, if that person may don't work, right? He a grown man, he don't work, and he stay in the street. And he may live with his peoples or his family. People talk to you if you got a spot to stay, just so he can stay there a couple nights and then go back to the street to go to his people house, so he can just juggle that, right? I know people who do that. So you just got to get to a point. But I'm going to be back. I hope I don't lose my train of thought because I got to go in this place. Alright, fam. I am back. Alright, so I went to pick up where I left off at, right? And when I was talking about dating. And pretty much everything I said before I got out the car. Let me find out my ring light in my car phone holder doing the same. But anyway, I can't hear when I'm driving now, car. I mean, get your shit together. Anyway, what I was saying was, and look, y'all probably thinking like, that's only one certain type of guy that I'm talking about, right? Don't date broke guys or don't date whatever. Honey, I done dated broke guys who damn near was dependent on government assistance, wanting to sign up for food stamps. And I done dated guys who worked for NIH or the Capitol, you know what I'm saying, in Washington. And let me tell you something, the only difference is one had money and one didn't. As a matter of fact, I think the one that had money was a little worse than the one that was broke. Because see, the thing about it is, most guys who, not most, but guys who don't make a lot of money or like on some, I live with women or I'm a freeloader, that's a lifestyle. So some guys, you know, will be faithful to you because they know that that's their meal ticket. And I'm not condoning dating broke guys, but what I'm saying is guys who feel like, guys who have money, you know, they think they can pay for their way out of situations and things, you know what I mean? So, I've dated both spectrums. I've dated guys who had their own places and their own cars and all of that too. And they weren't no better. They were not any better. Where the hell am I at? They were not any better, so, it ain't that at all. Let me tell you, toxicity is toxicity. Broken men are broken men, regardless of what they get paid. I just think that's why I said people, sorry, I got something in my eye, bro. That's why I was saying people do these narratives, this red pill, blue you a secret. Maybe it's just me. But, people who talk like that are very, I'm not going to say you promiscuous, but you talk to a lot of people. You talk to a lot of people. People who are like that, y'all talk to a lot of people. So, you are, oh my God. I got a tow truck in front of me and it's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy, because why you driving so slow for? Anyway, what am I saying? I forgot what I was saying. But at the end of the day, broken men are broken men. Oh yeah, red pill, blue pill, that shit is stupid, bro. That shit is dumb. Wanna lie? Because like I said, when a man like you, a man like you. And any other reason after that he mess up is because he's broken and he need to work on himself. And listen, ain't no woman gonna change that. I don't care if it's Beyonce. The only woman that's gonna change that is probably a woman that he finds attractive that won't tolerate it. You know what I mean? So that's just how that go. But other than that, it ain't gonna do that ain't gonna change. So I'm just letting y'all know, like on a scale, like men with money, men without money. A broken man is a broken man. Now, what they do after that depends on their level of money. Some guys can cheat internationally, meaning like you can fly a girl out and all of that stuff, right? But other than that, I missed my turn, baby. Yeah. But a guy, it don't matter. It don't matter at all. You just gotta have standards. But, you know, I really get irritated because when it comes to dating, it don't be the guys that nitpick or got something to say about it. In my experience, you know, the ones who I be getting grief from is females. And I guess because they assume if you look a certain way or if you're built a certain way or if you have ass and titties or if you look a certain way that you shouldn't experience or you should be like married or something like that. Honey, no. As a matter of fact, what I notice is the more attractive a person is, the more likely they are to be single. For a couple of reasons though. For a couple of reasons. The first reason is because they feel like most attractive people think they got hella options just because they're attractive. And yo, so you do. Like, at the end of the day, you do. I mean, I attract all different types of people. Women, men, black, white, whatever. But yo, it's only for one thing. And so, since I'm not operating out of a Jezebel spirit or I'm not a freak, you feel me? Like, that shit don't move me. I guess I could entertain something like if I was a freak and like we together because we have good sex or something. And I'm making it seem like we're in a relationship, a situationship, yeah. But like when you are attractive and you're real and you're a good person, oh hell no. And you got standards, hell no. Because you gotta understand, like, alright, most guys already thinking if you're attractive that niggas don't, I know y'all hate to hear this, but guys don't like to know that you have options. Guys don't like to know that you can do better than them. And the reason why is because they need some type of leverage over you. Especially if you got your own. A guy needs leverage over you. I know y'all hate to hear that, but that's why, and I noticed this, that's why the bigger I was, the more I was in more relationships, more serious ones. The bigger, when I was 500 plus pounds, nigga, I was in love, right? I was damn near married. Alright? So, like, because guys like, I mean, I was pretty, I'm sure I was a great person to him and shit, but at the end of the day, he knew my big ass wasn't gonna be out here just, ain't no, every time, I was an acquired taste. You feel me? Now, that, yeah, I'm still a big girl, but I'm more a normal, right? Like, so, I'm just more normal, right? So it's not that bad. But look, guys don't want that. I mean, they do want some guys, and it take a certain type of guy to want that. It take a guy that's confident to be like, yeah, that's my shorty. But if you're attractive and you're a good person and you independent and all of that shit, niggas do not want that because again, they need leverage. If you got all of that, they feel like you don't need them, and that's what y'all don't like to hear, especially the ones in a relationship right now. Y'all don't want to hear that. I'm not going to say all of y'all, but most of y'all are with somebody right now and they feel like they got something over you. And I'm not being negative, I'm just being honest. That's really how it is. I was talking to a guy that I met at Dunkin' Donuts one day, and he was actually older than me. He was like 50, in his later 50s, and he was a widow. And is that right? When your spouse died, you're a guy, you considered a widow? Well, anyway, his wife passed, and he hasn't been in a real relationship since. And he was saying, and I was telling him, like, back when I wasn't driving, and I was whatever, I had more guys wanting to, you know, whatever. He was like, well, let me be honest with you. He was like, most guys are like that. I told you, you guys need leverage. You gotta be, like, for you to be a man and deal with a female that's attractive and woo-woo-woo, you gotta be a very confident, strong man. And it's not a lot of guys that's confident or strong, for real. They use their money to make up for their confidence. So, anyway, I'm just telling you that like, I get a lot of grief from females because they looking at me like, oh, you so shapely and curvy and you light-skinned and you this and this and that. You know, how don't you have whatever, because went through a lot that even married couples couldn't probably do, right? And that's not just the only one. I'm just using that one because that was the longest. But I've been with guys that and lived with guys, you know, in and out. Like, you know, I didn't came home and smelled the stinky feet and the sweaty and all of that. I've been through that shit. Like, so look, me having a warm body laid next to me don't mean shit. No, that's not. I don't need that. I mean, especially if it's not the right person, because now I know everything is energy. But I'm just telling y'all that because that shit don't move me. But I get a lot of grief from females who are lonely or never was the slim pickings, and that's the honest truth. Like, to the point that I can honestly say I never had too many real friends. Like, the friends I had, the homegirls I had, always were insecure, always, and just stayed around me because they wanted to see how I moved and how I operated. Even the one I considered my best friend. I mean, my mama and them told me about her, like what they seen, and I should have known, but I just wasn't looking at it like that wasn't my train of thought. But yeah, like I had bitches come around me just because they thought that I was attractive or I had confidence in it, and they lacked it, so they wanted to see how I did it, right? To the point that look, I'm not that I'm still single because I chose to be. I'm choosing to be single, but I'm living my life and I'm happy, and they in a different situation, right? Wifey
Red light, camera ahead.
Shit, man, right? But they not happy. And I'm telling you, I'm like a pig and shit. I'm happy. I'm content. Now, the only thing a male could do right now for me is add to my happiness. But I'm content. I'm really content. I'm not gonna hold. Like, and that's what I don't think people don't get. Like, yeah, it's cool to have a mate, have a team, have a partner, right, in crime. But if they not the right one, so the fuck what? Like, what you want us to be a bum together? What you want me to be, like, let's act like it's not even about money. What you want me to be miserable with you together? What you want me to be broken with you together? Like, most people trauma bond unless they getting gaslit, unless somebody putting a wool over their eyes, you know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just saying, I don't even, look, I'm talking a lot about it because I don't talk about it. This shit is not a thing for me. I'm so at peace, like, for real. And so, a lot of people not, though. A lot of people are not. And so, I don't know. It's raining out here on this good Sunday. I'm about to go in the house and wash some clothes. Get ready for the work week. Oh, the work week. Yeah, man. Yo. Oh, my God. And then this person don't even got a signal on. Like, it's the people driving for me, bro. Like, I tell you what. Sometimes I be driving on the road and people be driving so crazy. I be like, yeah, let me get the fuck up off here. Let me go home. Because these people are nuts. Hello. Well, anyway, y'all. Life is love. Love is life. I'm going in the house and relax.
Red light and speed limit, camera ahead.